Hello, I hope you're all doing well. I'm having an extremely rough day today. My symptoms seem to have went back to how they were in the very beginning. Like I feel like I'm at square one again. And after the Xifaxan, I kind of felt like I was turning a corner, but I don't know if it was because I started eating again after not eating for over 2 months. So it's hard to tell if it was like a placebo effect. I don't know. But like during Xifaxan, which is when I started eating again, I was like, oh, I kind of feel better. And then after, I was like, oh, I kind of feel better. But I couldn't tell, if was it that medication or is it because I'm eating again? I don't know. But yesterday, I kind of strayed away from my diet. I've been trying to stick to low FODMAP. I eat very restricted diet. I have oatmeal in the morning, eggs and sourdough, sometimes avocado for lunch, and then same thing for dinner. I don't snack. I've had a little bit of fruit here and there, but nothing crazy. But it's hard to stick to low FODMAP, especially when you're not used to a restricted diet. I don't have an appetite, but just to know what's low FODMAP and what's not, it's very frustrating because different lists of low FODMAP list different things, and it's a lot. So I just try to stick to the same foods because I'm they're my safe foods. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my eating. But anyways, yesterday I tried salad. I haven't had salad since before all this started. It's been over 3 months since I've had salad. But I'm you know what? It's been this long. I need to branch out with my diet and try different things. So I had a cup of, it was my mom made it. It was kale, chicken, some kind of dressing, kale, chicken, chickpeas, onions, some red pepper, bell peppers. And I had a cup of it. And I'm I'm just going to see how I react to it. And I also started eating these macro bars. The company's called Macro Bars. And when I Google it, it does say it's low FODMAP. So I don't know if it's that, if it's the salad. I don't know. But I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. I did start my period yesterday. But I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. with insane abdominal cramps. And it's weird because even when I have pressure, the urge to push to go to the bathroom, it doesn't feel like it used to. It's all up here instead of down. When you're gonna have a bowel movement, you get a little bit of pressure down in your lower abdomen. It's all up here for me, and it pushes on my chest, on my rib cage, and I'll get gas build up here, and I'll feel like I have a bubble in my throat and I need to burp, but nothing will come out. It's very maddening. So I woke up at 6 a.m. with the cramping, and I go to the bathroom, and I'm pushing and pushing and straining, and I don't feel the normal movement of my bowels. So I'm just pushing, trying to relieve myself of this cramping. I'm sweating. I'm feeling fatigued. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I was getting scared because that's what happened at the very beginning of all this. I had to leave work because I was feeling a lot of cramping. I thought I was getting the flu, and I'm having to rush to the toilet. And that's what it felt like, except I was okay, I've been here before, so my anxiety wasn't as bad. I wasn't calling 911. I did bring my pulse oximeter in the bathroom with me just to keep an eye on my vitals, and they were good for the most part. My heart rate was a little high, 80s, 90s, but my oxygen was good. Actually, before I went to the bathroom, I checked my blood pressure because I felt funny, but I don't know if it was just because of the starting my period. My fibromyalgia's flared up right now. I'm backed up. I don't know what the feeling was that I was feeling, but I checked my blood pressure and it was 99/58 or something like that. But I've been running low through this whole thing, and I don't know. I really don't know. But anyways, that's kind of what started it. What started me what's going on? And then I was on the toilet for 2 hours on and off. I would come back and lay down, try to relax, and then I would get the feeling again. I have to rush to the bathroom again. And I didn't feel anything coming out. Before all this, I would just have, you have a bowel movement, you feel it coming out, you went, you're done, you flush, done. Now I don't feel anything. So I have this pressure and cramping, and I'm pushing and pushing and straining. And I look in the toilet and there's a lot in there. And I'm it's making me feel nuts because I'm I don't feel it coming out, but it's filling the toilet up. So, obviously I'm glad I'm going, good, but to not feel it is kind of scaring me. And also how bad the cramping was. Like, I don't know if it was a combination of my period cramps, because I do get painful period cramps. They're not like excruciating, but like they're not fun. And I've always had those. So I don't know if it's a combination of that and then being backed up, and like if it's SIBO, like it's just kind of causing like all these problems. I don't know. And then my fibromyalgia's all flared up, so I'm super sore all over and like fatigued, and it's just like everything is just all like ramped up at once. But I feel like I'm at the very beginning of everything again. I don't know if it's just like a flare up and it's going to dissipate. I didn't stray from my diet today. I don't know if those macro bars are a problem, but I did have one this morning. And I thought I had the container in here. I forgot to mention this. I also started Coconut Cult yogurt again yesterday. I found the lemon meringue flavor, and it doesn't have, I think it's got like 8 grams of sugar in it. I don't know if it's considered low FODMAP, but I was like, I got to try different things. I can't just eat eggs and oatmeal every day forever. Like, I need to try other things. So I tried that, and like, I don't know if that caused it. I had that this morning too, though. So I don't know, but I have a lot of brain fog right now. The depression is really, really bad. I feel really down and just sad, and like stuff that would normally make me excited. Like, I don't have excitement for anything, and it's very frustrating. And it's like, I'll come in and out of it. Like a couple days ago, I kind of had a moment where I was like, oh, I kind of feel good, like mentally. And then it'll go back down again. And it kind of comes and goes with eating, I noticed. I need to keep a food diary and keep a diary of everything aside from like my video diaries, just because I don't really post as much as I should. Like, I should be posting every day on here to really document, and I just don't have the energy for that. But I do need to start journaling everything and just keeping a log of how I feel every day. But I did finally get orders to get SIBO testing done. I'm just waiting I have the hydrogen one. I just need the methane one. So I'm waiting for that. And then I'm also getting retested for H. pylori. So that will eventually get done either tomorrow or the next day. But the thing is, they did not give me any prep for the testing. And I Googled it, and you're supposed to prep before SIBO testing. Like, there's fasting involved and like all this stuff. So I'm just going to do my best to follow what I find online for the prep, because they didn't tell me anything. And it's so frustrating, because like these doctors like don't know what they're doing, and like I can't go to a functional medicine doctor right now. I just can't. It's too expensive. So I'm just having to like deal with what I have and like make do. But I don't know what caused that to happen this morning, but I was up at 6 a.m. on the toilet for 2 hours in intense pain. Felt like I was going to pass out, going right back to how it was in the beginning. I'm scared to eat. It's time for me to have lunch. It's actually past time for me to have my lunch. And I don't want my symptoms to get worse by not eating. So I'm not going to like go back in the elemental. I'm not doing it, because it didn't really seem to do anything for me. And that's part of the reason I don't know if this is SIBO, because being in the elemental for over 2 months should have made my symptoms a lot better. And maybe I was doing the elemental wrong. Maybe I was completely screwing it up by not having enough and like not timing it out enough. I don't know. I really don't know. And maybe the Xifaxan did something, and then I ruined it by eating stuff that's not low FODMAP, but it's been over a week since the Xifaxan. I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't have a diagnosis, so I can't really help myself because I don't know what's wrong. I mean, yes, I have mild gastroparesis, but my GI doctor yesterday at my appointment said that it's probably being caused by what's going on in my intestines, and the buildup is pushing on my stomach, causing slow stomach emptying. So I'm hoping that's the case, because then that's reversible. I don't have nausea. I don't throw up. I mean, I think it's definitely, there's something definitely going on in my intestines that needs to be figured out. I have an appointment with a motility specialist in a little over 2 weeks. So that is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what she has to say. I'm going to make sure that I have everything notated. That's one thing I've learned through this. I've never had to advocate for myself before, and it's a very scary, lonely thing to do. Luckily, I have my family that has been a great support. My mom, She goes with me to my appointments as much as she can, and, you know, helps me as much as she can. But it's a very scary thing, especially when doctors don't listen, you know. It's very difficult, and a lot of my symptoms make me feel crazy, and then trying to tell a doctor how I feel makes me feel even more crazy, because I'm just like, they don't get it. So I'm going to go do my SIBO test. I'm going to research, you know, the protocol for, you know, what I need to do before the testing and for the H. pylori test as well. Again, still waiting for the methane one because my doctor didn't know how to put it in the system. So that's frustrating. But they have to be done at the same time apparently. So I have to wait for that before I can go. I can't just go get the hydrogen and then go get the methane. But, yeah, not sure what's going on. I have the bubble in my throat really, really bad. Pressure here. Everything's sitting up here. I mean, I went to the bathroom a lot this morning, so I feel like I should have some relief from that, but I don't. I'm about to make lunch. I'm just going to have some eggs and my sourdough bread that I usually have. And, you know, I can't go back to not eating again. I'm not going to do that. So I just try to stick to soft, warm foods, easily digestible, the best I can. I was really excited about the macro bars. I hope that they're not triggering my symptoms to flare up, because they're good and they have like 12 grams of protein. They don't have a lot of sugar. I wish I had a wrapper in here so I could show you. But yeah, I don't know. If anybody has any ideas as to what this could be, and I say this in every video, but please comment. Please, just, like, even if you think it's not, it's silly, whatever, comment. I want to hear your thoughts. I'll take anything that I can at this point. Any bit of information, any test that I should get done, I'll go get it done. Like, I'm just desperate for relief from this. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and post a quick video and talk about that weird episode this morning and my symptoms. Like, I just feel like they're going back to square one again. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.